everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through this easy hair and makeup tutorial. I was inspired because, you know, it's February now and Valentine's Day is approaching. I work a full-time job, so I know it's super hard after work to get ready fast for a night out. I like to keep it simple during the week, minimal makeup, and I wanted to do this nice soft look for Valentine's Day. Keep on watching for this tutorial. Okay, let's get started. So I always try to start off with putting some oil on my lips because they get really dry. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag. It's the Maracuja oil from TUT. I'm just going to put a little bit on my lips. And I like to let that sit while I'm doing my makeup. Now, as you can see, I have some breakouts on my face, and I'm going to show you how I cover those today. Now we're going to start out with the primer. I got this primer from Ulta in their birthday gifts. It's a really good primer, and I'm definitely going to buy this, the full product, when I run out. Okay, I just like to get a little bit, just like so. Rub it in my fingers. Kind of put it where I feel like my pores are bigger, so like in my T-zone. Just had to put my hair up real fast, get it out of my face. So next step, we are going to start with foundation, and I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown foundation stick today. Just gonna make some lines here. Okay, I'm going to use the Real Techniques buffing brush to buff it in. Okay, now I'm going to do concealer, and I'm using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is a really good full coverage concealer, and I got it in Fair Neutral. I bought it online, so it was kind of hard for me to figure out what my color was, but I think this worked out pretty well. I'm just going to put it on my under eyes. I'm going to use the Real Techniques contour brush. I've actually turned this into a kind of blending brush for my concealer. I'm just going to blend it and kind of pat it out. Now I'm going to use just a bit of this concealer to conceal my breakout areas. I'm going to take the Real Techniques brush and just kind of go at it. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Laura Mercier setting powder to set my under eyes. Instead of a damp beauty blender to set my under eyes, I'm just going to take the e.l.f. small tapered brush. I'm going to pat it in, kind of go like this, and also I'm going to clap my hands and just set the under eyes. I like to get a little bit more powder and put it on my nose because my nose gets so oily. It's the oiliest part of my face. I'm going to do the same thing to my chin. My chin gets really oily. Now, I don't bake as much just because, I don't know, I've done it in the past. It feels like the same. If I'm having a really like sweaty night out, like going dancing, I will definitely go in and bake. But since we're just doing a quick face today, so we can get ready for that Valentine's Day dinner, I'm just going to be really fast here. Just kind of set the parts that I concealed. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get the Goof Proof brow pencil and just fill in my brows lightly. Try to do small strokes just to kind of give it that little natural feel, and then I definitely go back in with the little spoolie and just make it look super blended. Now I got this really great tip from Laura Lee on brows. She said that if you make the ends a little bit thicker and not so pointed, that it looks more natural. So what I do on this eyebrow, especially since it's a bit shorter than this eyebrow, is I definitely try to make it a little bit longer and a little bit thicker at the end, so it looks a bit more natural. This is my problem brow. Next step to this process is I'm going to get the Benefit Highbrow and just put it underneath my brows, like so. I'm going to grab the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, but I'm going to use it to buff it out. Next, we're going to contour, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Contour Kit. I'm going to grab a random brush that I have, where it came from. It's a blush brush, but I'm going to use it to kind of contour today. So I'm going to take the shade Medium Cocoa, and I'm going to just dip it, tap away the excess. I try to stay right underneath the cheekbone. Get that chiseled, contoured look, kind of get some definition up in here. And I'm going to take light cocoa, and I'm going to grab my small e.l.f. taper brush again, tap it in, and put it under my eyes. Just kind of pull that back. I'm also going to put it on the sides of my nose, and I'm going to put it underneath, sides of my cheek. Just kind of clean up that area. Now I'm going to take Pop of Light and also put it on the high points of my cheek to kind of give it a more highlighted look. It's kind of like my base highlight that I like to use. I'm going to grab the Morphe M50 brush, tap it in. I like to put this color a little bit all over my face where I generally put my highlight. So on the high points of your cheekbones, I like to highlight more the upper nose area. Cupid's bow. I like to make that little C shape. So that's my base highlight for now. Okay. Now I'm going to grab dark cocoa, and I'm going to grab the Real Techniques blush brush, but I like to use this kind of as more of like a bronzing brush since it has that big rounded area. So I'm going to grab that color, tap away the excess, and I'm going to kind of lightly put it on my face, lightly brush it on. I like to bring this color up and around. Same thing on the other side. Up near the hairline. Give my face some definition. Also under my cheeks. Okay, I'm also going to contour my nose with this color, and for that I used this little brush that came in the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I was like, when am I ever going to use this brush? But it actually works very well to contour your nose with. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that color, kind of I like to start up here lightly. Down. I'm going to make sure to buff this out afterwards. Don't be afraid to go in. I know contouring your nose is scary because you can see the lines, but we're always going to blend. I'm going to grab the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and kind of going to blend out those lines. Okay, and for blush today, I'm going to use the Tarte blush that came in the birthday gift at Sephora. It's such a pretty pinky nudie color. I love it, so we're going to use that. And to put that on, I'm going to use Eco Beauty. It's their stippling brush. Lightly put it in, tap it out. I like to put blush on the apples of my cheeks and kind of all the way back. Just lightly. So for eyes today, I'm going to use the Tartelette in Bloom. And we're going to try to use minimal eyeshadows because I want to make this an easy look. I'm going to grab the Sephora Pro Crease blending brush and I'm going to use the color Sweetheart. I'm just going to blend that into the crease. Okay, to kind of make that a little bit more pinky, I'm going to use this color Rebel. I'm going to grab the Real Techniques crease brush, and it has this fine point, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier to get into that crease. So I'm just going to try and keep it in the crease and close to the outer edge, just to kind of bring a little more color and definition to the outside of my eyes. I'm going to back in with the Sephora blending brush and I'm going to just take it and try to blend out any harsh lines I have. I'm going to grab this very old Sephora medium eyeshadow brush. I've had this for like 10 years. And then I'm going to grab Funny Girl. I'm going to pop that into the center of my lid with a tapping motion. Okay, for the under eye, I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Rebel. I'm going to grab this e.l.f. brush. I don't even know what it is. It has nothing written on here. I'll try to find it and link it below. But I'm going to just take that and put it on in my under eye. I'm going to stop about a little bit more than midway. I'm going to stop about right here and just kind of blend that. I also like to take it back up in the crease just a bit. In my inner eyes, I'm going to take Charmer and I'm going to take this random brush that I got at TJ Maxx because I really liked the color. Take a bit of it and just pop it in there. I'm going to bring it out just a bit under my under eye and keep it keep it in the inner corner. Okay, onto eyeliner. I'm just going to do very subtle eyeliner today. No crazy wing, just keep it nice and romantic. And I'm going to be using the ColourPop Swerve eyeliner, I believe it's called. Okay, I just kind of keep this simple and just a straight line across, nothing too crazy. Pretty much it's just for the eyelashes that we're going to put on. Okay, now we're going to grab the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I got this in the Ipsy Glam bag a couple months ago. Just going to pop that on. Okay, for eyelashes today, I'm going to use some very simple eyelashes I found on Amazon. These are the Christina eyelashes. I'll link them below. I believe it was like $10 and I got a pack of like six of them. They've lasted me forever. They look super natural. I love them. Good for a simple, natural look. Now I'm just going to go back in with an eyeliner and to just fix this inner corner and make sure it all looks seamless. I have the Ico London Skinny Liquid Liner in black, and it's a felt tip liner and it's really easy to get that inner corner. I'm going to do some highlight, and I'm going to grab the Becca and Jaclyn Hill highlight. I'm going to use Champagne Pop today, and I'm going to use the M501 brush. Okay, for lips, I'm going to use the Jouer Creme Brulee. I got these cute little mini Jouer lip creams in their holiday special. It came with a pack of about, I believe, 6 of them and just a bunch of nudes. They're so cute, so pretty. So we're going to use this one today. Okay, and now to set it, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Okay, we're going to move on to hair now. This is going to be easy curly hair tutorial. I just sectioned half of my hair up in this little clip. I have my curling iron. It's just a Conair curling iron, nothing too special. I believe this is a 1-inch curling iron, but we're going to start with a little section here. What I do is I start at the root and I go backwards, so I have my curls go back, and I keep it up here for a few seconds. Kind of go down, roll back up. I'm not going to get the ends today because I kind of want more of a curl with a straight end. It's going to look really good. And that's it. We're going to do the same thing to the entire head. Okay, now I'm going to grab the Way Texturizing Hairspray. Just kind of spray it a bit. And then I'm going to get the Way Finishing Cream. Just put a tiny bit in the tip of your fingers. All you need is about like that much. Rub it together, just like so. And we're going to do that to the entire head. Let's go. And there you have it. This is our Valentine's Day look. Super easy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time.